are at a different setup. I am not ready. You gotta what do you call it? Gotta take what you could get, you know. Beggars can't be choosers. We can't complain about our setup at all. Here's the thing, right? I wanted to stream earlier. I don't know if the notification went to everybody that my live started. It was such a perfect time too. Like there was like a time where I was sure my dad wouldn't come home, but then now it's like 1 a.m. because like I had a Quran class. Completely forgot. So now I was just watching shorts. Hello, Catherine. Welcome back to the stream. That's awesome. How's your day going? I'm trying to use my library voice since it's like 1 a.m. Yeah, this is not a time where I normally stream. I don't even know what to do. It's 2 a.m. for me, dog. Oh my god. That's crazy, Catherine. I know it's probably really late for a lot of people in the world right now. So that's why I don't normally stream at this time. Yeah, it's past midnight for sure. I feel pretty bad streaming right now because like I don't want to make any noise. Like I was granted permission to stream, but it still doesn't feel good. So Pixie's in the view. Hello, Kai. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I don't know. The setup is different for sure, but ignore the feet. It's covered though. Should I continue? Okay, guys. Should I continue reading The Sealed Nectar or start on my complex analysis homework? Because I have a quiz on that, and I really need to get started on that homework. But problem is, imagine like, the whole day you just wanted to do homework, but even that you couldn't do it. So freaking annoying, man. Very low charge. Look at these homework problems though. Hey, Animates, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? I just came back from school. Awesome. Here's live footage of Pixie and Luca fighting. Can y'all coexist for the stream? Thanks. Why did you private the last vid? Ugh, I realized I had a Quran class. Only 1 minute after starting the stream, I was like, no! Literally, it was God's plan to not let me stream yesterday. I say yesterday because it's 1 a.m, so all of yesterday was just a huge day of patience for me, basically. Because, you know, from the second I woke up, I was literally just like having patience that day because I couldn't eat breakfast, right? My dad was downstairs. I know that since from my last experience going downstairs to eat by myself is very dangerous. Like, you know, not dangerous, like, it's not gonna harm me, but like emotionally, like, he's just gonna torment you, like yell at you for no reason. So I just wait till he goes for breakfast or for work, and then I eat my breakfast. I waited very long. It was a little too long. So then I eat breakfast, and after that, I was just helping my mom with unpacking. And then from the morning till the night, oh my gosh, I was just helping her so much. Like, I wanted to go to the park, right? But I couldn't. You know, the only time I was free was like 1 hour before sunset. I was like, how am I supposed to go to the park now? Because I'm not allowed outside after sunset. Anyway, sorry to complain, guys, but it was just a really bad day yesterday. A lot got done for sure, but it was just me. Like my brother was working, my sister was working and sleeping, but I was just stuck with my parents. Like, it's not, it's a blessing, but also just a lot of patience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to have patience with your parents. My goal is to get full marks, inshallah. Next month, no marks will be detected. Inshallah. Today was my maths, and I got one part full wrong and the other half wrong. One part, like one question. So what is the percentage? 14 out of 15 in bio. Awesome. That's awesome, Kai. Don't 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 be upset about that. Why are you sad? God bless. I'm gonna become a loser this month. Yeah. Why, Animatiz? I wanted full. Yeah, that makes sense, but don't beat yourself up for it. I'm sure it was not so easy. I guess we both had a kind of a hard day. But it is what it is. Allah reward you for trying. Yeah. I wanted to do this homework, but I'm not sure how to do it without a pencil and paper. I'm too lazy to get up now. I got up like 5,000 times. So should I finish reading the sealed nectar? I wrote micrology instead of microbiology. My sir wrote wrong, but like I wrote the definition right. I was like so confused. Well, it's just the word bi in there. Micrology. But yeah. Bi means life, right? Biology. So microbiology is like small life. If you say micrology, it's like study of micro. Which still makes sense. Just like micro what? Life. Which number is missing? 7. My sister's voice is disappearing into the darkness. I wrote revolutionary instead of evolutionary. That's a crazy mistake because revolutionary. See, we're Muslims, right? We don't believe in evolution like that. So it is revolutionary how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought life like in the way that he did. What do I do, bro? I'll just write it in a document, and then from the document I'll write it on a piece of paper and then scan it and then submit that tomorrow, inshallah. It's not due today, it's due, actually it is due today. In 22 hours. So the problem is complete the arithmetic. I was like so confused. But you have to write the word and the definition. How do you know what to do? This is it was pretty easy, but the time was pretty short. Ugh, that's so annoying. It's like if the exam is easy, time is short. If the time is long, the exam is super hard. There's always something off. Is that Pixie or I can't memorize the names and breeds? Yeah, that's Pixie and that's Luke over there. And that's my sister's feet because I don't have any room to study, bro. And that's the problem. I know all the answers, but like I'm average at writing and speed. I want to speed it up. You know, just I guess it takes some practice, but I think I could write pretty fast. But I would have to compromise my handwriting to write fast. Asks, what are the 6 opulences? I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know what opulence is. But welcome to the stream, Pots O for real PT Sat for real PCSE. Dang, what in the world is that username? Oh, like our teachers write it on the board or the paper, but we still gotta write the definition so they know what the word written. But like, how do they write the word and you get the word wrong for writing micrology? I don't understand. But I guess Maybe if they write the definition, then you just have to write the word, maybe. My handwriting is fine, but gotta speed it up. That's true. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you. So part A is W plus Z. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. That's so sad. And in Pakistan, the paper is 40% on presentation. Oh wow, that part doesn't even matter. It's not education. It's just manners, I guess. I'm gonna write a story in emojis on board. It says the more useful versions of the six opulences are money, intellect, agility, attractiveness, humility, and cool. Very interesting. I like all those terms. I wish I had all of them. I don't have. I guess if I say I have humility, then that would not be so humble. Opulences, huh? Great wealth or luxuriousness. Opulences of God, wealth, fame, strength, influence, beauty, and renunciation. Wow. What is this religion? Whoa. Vasudeva? What religion is that? Hinduism? Krishna? Oh, is it Hinduism, right? Early independent movement. So the Vasudeva religion. Hindus. I see. No, my sir didn't deduct the marks on that. I got my marks deducted on the part where I forgot to write internal in internal structure studying anatomy. And I guess that is a very key word in anatomy because no, it's not. You're not really looking at the internal all the time. There's external as well, like your outer skin, right? That's also anatomy. Mostly, like, and people make jokes about anatomy because you're looking at private parts and stuff. That's not always internal, it's external too. I don't know. That's so weird. I don't know why he would take marks for that. Says usually doesn't last long. What doesn't last long? Being a fun person, does that count? Count what as what though? Yeah, but it's only a definition of these that branch of biology. I see. Makes sense. But W pop can you explain what these six things are? What does opulence mean even? Supreme personality of Godhead, we say that he's full of six opulences. So he has all of these things: wealth, fame, strength, influence, beauty, and renunciation. Do you have bio or not? Yeah, I took bio. I finished it. I did have to see like paramecium under a microscope as well as other things. It's very interesting. I like looking under a microscope, just not having to draw it, because that part is hard, or to test myself what each thing does. And I'd have to dissect a lot of things though, like even rats. Okay, I only have 11% charge on my thing, so I'm not sure if I could finish this, but let's see. So negative 2 plus 4 is 2, plus 3 plus minus 4, 7 is minus 4i. And then b is w minus c. Does that show what I'm doing? Oh yeah. Welcome back to the stream, doggy. How's it going? It's a time where I don't normally stream, so it's 1 a.m. So I'm trying not to use too loud of a voice, even though my brother is screaming his head off in the next room. Or usually does. Right now he's not. So w minus c here, where w is this and c is that, means negative 2 plus 3i minus 4 minus 7i equals negative 2 plus 3i minus 4 plus 7i is negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6, and then 3i plus 7i is 10i. How's it going? How's everybody? Actually, I would say awesome, but today was a really stressful day because I was just helping my mom the entire day, and it was just not paying off. Like, I feel really underappreciated again. Like, why am I helping you and you're yelling at me while I'm helping you because you're upset at my brother's room, how dirty it is? Like, you tell him, you take out your frustration on him, not me. But no, I had to hear all of that. Instead of thank you. Thank yous are so important to me, like, y'all don't understand. The same problem with both my parents, though. 4 minus 7. So if we FOIL it, we have negative 2 times 4. Oh, actually, how's your day, doggy? I forgot to ask you too. Like, I don't even want to stream, like, in this room. But it is what it is. Gotta make the most out of my situation. Because I wanted to kick Gerald today. It was my only free day, and I had to spend it working. With, doing chores. Plus 14i. And then 3i times 4 is plus 12i. And then 3i times negative 7i is negative 1 times negative 21, which is plus 21. And then the like terms would give us 21 minus 8, which is 13. And then 14i plus 12i is 26i. Yeah, I agree. A simple thank you can change a lot of things, and your parents need to appreciate you when you help them. The yelling at you is just entirely wrong. So true, bro. I don't know why it's so hard to say thank you, bro. Like, it feels bad to tell them to say thank you, so you can't really say that. But I should probably say that so it doesn't build in resentment or like grow resentment, you know? Because I love my mom for sure. I'm glad that she's back, but it's hard when that space you guys share is being compromised again. She doesn't want to be roommates, but I can't stay in this room anymore. What is the conjugate of z? We're 4 minus 7i. I think it'd be 4 plus 7i. But we'll check with ChatGPT if I need to. And then e is z times z conjugate. 4 minus 7i times 4 plus 7i. Who are you, Ghost? Welcome to the stream. Separated trail mix. Just tell us your favorite Pokemon already. We've been waiting for like 20 minutes. Yeah, I didn't ask, but I guess my favorite Pokemon would have to be that cute, black one. The black. It's starts with an I or something. This one, Umbreon. If that's how you say it. Super cute. Actually, no, it's not that cute. It's cuter in the Discord emojis. Umbreon is really cute though. There was also another one. Um, Squirtle? No. Snorlax. Oh yeah, Snorlax is super cute. I love him. Man, he's absolutely so cute. I think this is most people's favorite Pokemon, right? My day is going good. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I actually got a new PS4 game called Gran Turismo 7. Really? That's awesome. How's it go? Like, what is the game about? And sorry, Oliver, I didn't go to, I didn't see your message in time. Go to school. Me? It's 1 a.m., so I can't really go to school, but I have school tomorrow. Like 7 other streamers said, Geodude. I didn't really watch Pokemon, so I could only say that I like how they look. I like a Pokemon based on how they look. But Geodude looks pretty cool too. Look up Shiny Umbreon. Okay. Oh wow. That is so cute. Bro, I love Umbreon. I don't know what it is. It's like a elegant cat, basically. Wow. Very, very cute. I love Pokemon. How it looks. Gran Turismo is a racing simulator game, one of the best for professional sim racing, but I just play for fun. Wow, that's awesome. Wait, I think I saw a movie, or like a trailer of a movie based on racing games. Gotta go, thanks for telling us. Of course. And thanks for joining the stream and interacting with the chat and stuff. I hope to see you again, but I don't think I will. But it's nice seeing you. Oliver, are you still here? Alright, let's continue with our thing. So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 7i is 28i. Then 4, that's negative 28i. And then negative 7 plus 7i, or times 7i, is negative 49, which is plus 49. If we square the i's, then get negative 1. That equals 16 plus 49. 65. It'd be funny if I said 6, 7. Yeah, there's a movie about it. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if you know that movie, that's what I was referring to. Anyways, the last one is W over Z. That would be W is negative 2 plus 3i divided by 4 minus 3i. 4 minus 7i. So this is interesting. I forgot how to do this. I could always search it up. How to divide complex numbers. So to divide them, multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Oh, okay. Negative 2 conjugate of the denominator. Okay, negative 2 plus 3i times 4 plus 7i equals negative 8 minus 14i plus 12i plus 21 minus 21. Read my messages, please. Want to see my stories about school? Yeah, I do. Sorry, I missed all of your chats. I don't know why. But what is your story about school? A guy named Jan Murdenborough became a professional racer through that game in real life. I know, that was so inspiring, like how dedicated he was. To think that somebody playing games all day could achieve so much. Never underestimate someone's passion, honestly. Oh, that's your story. So you're doing your homework, and then the mail came, and then you got 100 in math. But then at home, you fell asleep. You came late, 9:26 a.m. Went to school. Needs the bathroom at 10. More school. Things went downward. And then you skipped school? That's a very interesting story. That took so long for you. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you writing that story. Thanks for sharing that. So negative 8 minus 21. Can you explain the story now? Just so like I can know if I got it right. Negative 14 plus 12i is negative 2i for the numerator. And the denominator is the conjugate that we multiplied up here, right? Z and Z bar for E, which is 65. C squared plus D squared. So we have how many problems? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 problems with parts. I just want to double check. If I got this right. Small algebra slips. It's all correct. Where the slips at? Oh, the last one was not a slip. It's saying to divide both the numerators by the same denominator, but it's the same thing. Homework, I put it in my mailbox in school. I got 100 math. Nighttime, we got home, I go to bed. The next day, the bus came. Before I was still sleeping, I woke up the letter next length about to go out. Damn, congrats on the 100, Catherine. I know, right? Congratulations. That's awesome that you got 100%. Very proud of you, Catherine. Hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, you're pregnant. Welcome to the stream. Damn, girl, how are you consistent with your studies? Today was my last exam, is maths. Awesome. I'm consistent because I have no choice but to be. This homework is due today in 22 hours, or 21 at this point. I don't have any battery. I want to get the charger. I'm gonna have to do that though. But if I go, I might as well get my notebook and pencil too. It's like 1 a.m. I'm trying not to move too much so I don't make noise and wake everybody. But yeah, I'm so glad that you're done with your exams, Artistic Paya. And I'm so good, honestly. Hello, AJSDG. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I just came back from having lunch right now. Awesome. What do you have for lunch? You sound so tired. I guess I am, because like 1:33 a.m. But also, I'm trying not to be too loud just because it's so late. But yeah. This is like, what do you call it? Revenge procrastination? I think that's what I put for the title. But I guess the whole day I was thinking about doing this. And then I was just helping my mom because she was awake. And when she was awake, it's like trying not to, it's like walking on eggshells, like trying not to make her mad at any point. Even though she's not normally an angry person, it's like, I don't know what she's going to be upset about. Like what she needs help with. Because she needs help with a lot of things, like to unpack and all that. I tried to help her, but she was getting mad in the process. It was like kind of hard. I'm having like cooked rice and veggies. Nice, awesome. Sounds delicious. Because like what's it called? Homemade food, like it's just, it always hits. Even if my mom like makes something and it burns, like it's a little bit, burnt, like it tastes, it's still better than any type of processed food I could ever make, like get from the store. Even if it's such a simple thing. It's even like the lack of preservatives already it makes it immediately better. Instantly better. Long time no see, Drea. Hello, let me have been bait come bait I don't know what to call you, that's like a huge name, but yeah, long time no see. I see. What's like you're doing? What's the assignment related to? So it's related to complex variables. So functions of a complex variable. I don't know if you can see that. See what it looks like. Oh shoot. My tripod's making twitch noise. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, dude, for real, like in India, you get so good homemade food. That's, oh my gosh, I'm so, like, I don't know. I'm very happy that you get that kind of food. I put the homework in the mail, got to the bus, went to school, I forgot my backpack at work. I asked the teacher, I forgot my stuff, and yeah, I ran out of letter length. Damn, you're smart. Aw, thank you, Fagia. I don't know if I can say I'm smart because I don't know how to do this without help. But yeah, I'm trying. Inshallah. Trying not to let ChatGPT do all the work. It's 3 or 7 p.m. here. Where's here, by the way? Good luck with your exams, Julia. Thank you so much, let me have a hey Praggy, you're Indian too? Damn. Yeah, she is. By the way, your Venom art is so cool. Venom art? Oh, Praggy's Venom art. Yeah. She's so talented. My mom's cooking is chef's kiss. Aw, so cute. So much better right now. You should update your YouTube vids. So number 2, write z equals x plus yi, where x and y are in the reals. Verify the following identities. What? How do you? We have to do 7 proofs, 6 proofs. Z plus z bar equals 2 in the reals of z. How do you? Notable identities. How do you verify them? Write everything in terms of x and y, then compute both sides and check if they match. Just algebra. I see. Okay. Let's see. Z is x plus yi. Times the conjugate is x minus yi. You get x squared minus xyi plus xyi, and then minus y equals x minus y. X squared minus xyi. No, x squared minus y. 2x? Why would that be 2x? Oh, I was multiplying. It's not multiplying, it's addition. Hmm. I like mathematics. Why, Oliver? What's wrong? Wait, sorry, let me catch up with the chat. Yo said a lot. I could show my story again. Yeah, do that. So you were in school, you mailed it, got 100, and then you went home, you missed the bus, and then what's the poop emoji? Hello once again, Drea. Oh my gosh, David Bjorn, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I have to prepare for UPSC. See ya, Drea. Okay, see you later, and thanks for tuning in. And sorry I saw your comment so late. Like, you probably left ages ago. You're Indians? Is that what it is? Oh, I thought he was Chinese for some reason. Why don't you like math, Oliver? Damn, I'm preparing for GEE. Doggy, I'll prepare for GEE from next year. Ugh, I'm so scared. Don't worry, Pragya. You did fine all these exams that you took recently, so you'll be fine for the future ones too. Drea sounds tired. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Almost 2 a.m. I don't know if I'm gonna pull an all-nighter or what, but yeah, I'm just trying to do some homework. Pragya, I'm in college. Well, 11th is not so fun. Should I make an ad for Drea? Go for it, Catherine. I'm bored. I'm bored too. Hanji? What's Drea doing? I'm doing my homework for complex analysis. Solve the math problem. I know, but I have to understand it, you know? I got 96 in boards. Awesome. Good job, doggy. How's your board prep going, Pragya? Nah, don't worry. Boards are easier than people say. I got very bad at my pre-boards too. It's the real board that matters, right? I don't know what board exams are, to be honest. Alright, so for B, let's see. Z minus Z conjugate. Let's see. X plus y minus x minus y equals 0. What? Uh-oh. Wait. 2i. This is bad. I got 0, but it's not supposed to be that. 0. 2yi? Oh, double negatives. Okay. I'm not copying ChatGPT. Okay, I'm just seeking help. Alright, and then C, W times Z. X plus y times x minus y. Wait, minus Z? No, wait, hold on. C here is the real number of Z bar equals to the real number of Z. Wait, let me try to do it first. Z bar x minus yi. If you do the reals of this, you get x, and then the reals of x plus yi equals x. X equals x. Right? Mm-hmm. Got it. Alright. So far, this homework is pretty simple, but there's 14 questions, so it's gonna get harder later for sure. Hey, look at that chat. Wanna see my ad? Yeah, let's see it, Catherine. I like 80 to 85 in pre-boards. That's so good though. Those school teachers were scaring everyone for no reason. Yeah, Preg, yeah. Even 80 for those pre-exams is seems hard to get. I'm grade 7, guys. I just want to ask, what in the world is the formula for a circle in decimals? Are you calculating circumference or the area? It's like pi r squared for area, right? And then 2 pi r for circumference. Or the other way around, I don't know. Google is lagging, so I can't search it. I hope you got that. I gotta lock in. It's like, I know this stuff, I understand it, but I don't revise or practice much. It's not that I can't get things in my head, it's just that I'm not consistent. Well, if it's not hard to lock in, but just to be consistent, then I don't think it's that much of a problem if you procrastinate and do it right before. Because you're gonna get it done, it's just not so ideal for your brain. People make mistakes, I guess. No, you didn't copy it. That's so sad, Catherine. I'm so sorry. Can I see the wonderful ad? She had it, but she accidentally forgot to copy it. Probably you're joining which institute for JEE? Should I make breaking news? Yeah, sure. Go for it, Catherine. But don't delete it this time on accident. Imaginary z equals to negative imaginary z. Yeah, that makes sense. X plus. Oh my gosh, welcome back, Kai. How's it going? Where did you go? I forgot what you went to do. What should it be about, though? Catherine's town is running out of food to give everybody, because you're always giving everybody food. How about Juria, maybe? Oh, yeah. I went beer bag, then forgot you were alive. Okay. Says the most accurate assumption to make about humanity is that they could be benefited by having more wealth and intellect. Is it an accurate assumption? Because if you have more wealth, you're just gonna want to keep it. I don't know. I'm gonna do infection. I want boiled potatoes for myself. I love potatoes. You know what? Potatoes are actually so good for you. They have protein, carbs. They're low in calories. They're actually so healthy. Satiating too. Oh, Janet, I saw her last stream at Midnight Shenanigans. Oh yeah, it's pretty long time ago. Yeah, so that's Kai on her sister's account. So the reals of IZ equals the negative of imaginary Z. And then negative of the imaginary Z. That doesn't make sense. Reals of yi. So the y is real. That's just y then. And then the negative of imaginary Z would just be negative y. Negative of the... Let's see the explanation here. Negative y. Oh, you multiply I times z. Okay. Let's not look at the full answer though. And then the imaginary of z equals yi. Right? Just y. Wasn't it xi minus y? No. That's so weird. The wheels of IZ would just be y then. Okay. would be negative. Oh, xi squared is negative what? Okay, okay. I'm Batman. Just another account. Remember Tofu? I think everyone in the stream knows that dude. True. That stream you were at all caps what happened. No reason, it's just fun. Where's he right now? I don't know. What time is it in Bangladesh? He's probably... He said he'd be gone for 3 months for his competition stuff. He should goes with the caps. I am Steve. My friend is calling me Cosmos because my name means the whole universe. Cosmos means the same, I think. Kinda means Cosmos. It reminds me of cosmic brownies. It's 3:55 p.m. in Bangla. So, I don't know what he's up to. It's so weird. When you're missing in the stream, he's asking about you, and when you're in the stream, you're asking about him. It's like y'all ain't complete without each other in the most platonic way. So the imaginary parts of ISV. Item Z. Just X. And then for the wheels of Z. Just X. Okay. That makes sense. Yay, we got number 2. Number 3. Apply Tartaglia's formula for this. For a root of a depressed cubic equation, z3 plus bc plus c equals 0. Compute a real root r of z cubed minus 30z minus 36 equals 0 as done by Bombelli. Alright, let's insert an image just so I could write it out. R equals this doesn't work. 3 root negative, what is C here? C would have to be negative 36. Over 2, which is negative 36 divided by 2 is 18. Plus root c squared, which is what? What is c here? Negative 36 squared. Negative 36 times negative 36. 1296. Wait. What would that be if we took a square root of negative 36? It's 6i, right? Over 2. I don't know if I'm doing this right. You have square root of c squared over 4. Take a square root of that. Would you get this? Alright. Let me look at the chat. Is the cat okay? What happened? Just now she got crushed by a rock. Who? My friend? Wait. My cat? Oh my gosh, David! Bro, are you okay? Tofu's going through some emotional roller coaster. Oh man, Mel lost her to the Graham Shifa. I think Tofu's grinding right now for his football matches.
Yeah, it's gonna.
For the most stupidest thing, I promised him not to tell you. Not, I can't keep my mouth shut. It's okay. Do not say it, Kai. Don't say it. Don't break your promise. There's a baloney, I don't know how to spell it. I forgot the city. Reference, by the way. It's all because of the stupid construction site. The cat died, though. I'm so sorry, David. How do you... Oh my gosh, how did he die right now? They killed him. I love your sweater. It's a sweater, right? Yeah, it is. Thank you. It's actually a cardigan. I won't say good. But David, is everything okay? Oh, it's so traumatizing just to read that your cat got crushed by a rock, let alone to experience it. I'm so sorry to hear that. Michael Jackson meme? I don't think I know the reference that you're referring to. This Tartaglia's formula is crazy though. I might have to use this old thing. What did I do? huge formula. My mood is David sending his best wishes for you, man. I know, David, I can't imagine what you're going through. I wish you the best too. Thanks, man. But David is oof, I can't imagine what you're going through. I can't. Very, very sad. But you know, to help that cat, I don't know. If it's dead though, like it's better than it was suffering. But if I were next to you, I'd help you like bury the cat. It's gonna be really hard to do that, I swear. I lost my cat recently as well to coyotes. So I understand how you might be feeling right now. It's really, very, very sad. $36 squared. $1,296. Negative 67. $25.942. That's the lowest I could get it. I don't know. Utter pain. I know. David, if you need to leave the chat, like you totally can. Like I I wouldn't be able to continue watching the live stream. But if it helps, then yeah, I'm glad it like maybe staying here means I could give you company during this really sad time. This is why me and my classmates are all good at math, because she breaks complicated stuff down into simple stuff. Oh, I'm so glad your teacher is actually nice. I try not to hate any teachers or sir because you understand you have to respect your teachers. It's okay to hate. It's not your choice to hate or not. You just feel that way. Like right now, my cat is being buried. By who? You? Why was that one teacher annoying? Kai, wanna hear it? Yeah. By the way, it's 6:10 p.m. for me. Is that the Chile flag? Wait, Philippines or Venezuela? What flag is that? Yeah, it's Philippines. Awesome. I'm surprised I even knew that. I remember you from Midnight Shenanigans. Welcome back, Queen. How's it going? I'm gonna take my car to the McDonald's. Gonna eat till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my car to the McDonald's. Trailers is attached. Well, enjoy that, Catherine. Why are you lowercase? Yeah, I watch your streams a lot. So I joined my 8th class last year, March, and I was technically new, but my school is class plus stripes. I just joined, and their class teacher was a teacher named, should I tell her name? It's okay, you don't have to say the name. Let's call her teacher Ria. It's not her name. Okay, good. Wait, guys, let me do this song. This is my first day of 6th grade. Oh my gosh, how was it, Queen? How'd you like it? I hope you liked it. $26i? But I did the calculation. They said it's 673. Oh. Cube both sides. So you have to memorize the whole way to do that. Hmm. The answer should be 6. So let's do it. Let's get that answer. But I could reduce it up to here, but I didn't use a calculator. I just used Google search, but they gave the wrong answer. It's not 673. 36 squared? It's different. There's gonna be no calculators for this exam. How are you gonna do this?
Campus class.
Okay, so I found the root of 676. We have 18 plus 26. I think the cube root. Hmm. Sorry, let me look at the chat. I didn't read it for a while. I'm in grade 7. That's awesome, David. It was okay, but one of my friends is leaving the school and I'm with a male teacher. Is the male teacher weird? Why do you have to specify male? Let me do my song. So at first she was cool, but me and some new students felt left out because she was frank with them and would favor, but if they did something wrong, the whole class would be punished. Dang. That kind of teacher is really bad. I'm gonna take my car to the... Oh, I got a new ESSA and it's from Brand Douglas. It's my profile picture. Super cute queen riding on a school. Okay, I'm gonna start talking now just because it's too quiet for you, right, Catherine? So I don't want it to be too quiet so you're not scared. He was a good dad, but he became alcoholic. You know, if you were a good dad, which I don't doubt that he was good before the alcoholism hit, but if you were that good of a dad, he would not resort to alcoholism for the sake of his family. He didn't think about his family before he became an alcoholic, right? Sometimes alcoholic behaviors come from the womb. You become born as an alcoholic. But when you see your father like that, try not to be like him. When you get older, don't resort to alcoholism just like him. And then, yeah, maybe his life got hard. I can't blame him for the things he goes through. It's a very common American coping mechanism to resort to alcoholism. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's right. Hello, Arya Vartex7. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Paleontologist. Studies the history of life on Earth by analyzing fossils. Paleontologist? Isn't that just architect? Or not architect. So with A. Archaeologist. That's a weird name. I didn't know that was a word. Don't be sad, lonely kid. Did you leave? Oh, he didn't leave. Okay, let's continue. Ace cubed. Hmm. Solving for A and B. Without the I parts. So I is -1. So that's I squared. Mm-hmm. Mm. I think this is the cube root form. Is Dre's exams going on? No, it's not. I'm just doing homework. Welcome to the stream. Y2U forever. Wait, what was your name? Sally? Sally, I thought you were not gonna come to the streams anymore. I love that song, The Sky Full of Stars. Which songs do you listen to? Yeah. I have 1% left. Oh my gosh. I have to continue this later. No. Oh well. I did 2 out of 14 questions. I'll continue tomorrow. Hello, Irene Kia. Rip Mac. Yeah. I do not know what my dad is doing at 2 a.m. I want to read. I talked a lot in my dream. You did. I literally caught it on stream too. Well, yesterday I couldn't read more than page 469 because I was really hungry, so I guess we'll have to continue. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Queen. How's it going? Tell a friend. Shady's back. Nice setup. Thanks. I have to close my door because my dad is banging something. Oh, actually, the door's already closed. That's crazy. He literally He's banging the whole downstairs for no reason. So you can talk in full volume. Okay. I don't know how to talk in full volume. Like I'm just okay, guys. How's it going? Testing 1, 2, 3. Look at Luca side-eyeing Pixie in his sleep, bro. He's tearing up. I don't know if y'all can see those glimmery eyes. It's the lyrics of Without Me. Really? I don't know that song then. Is it Quran? Arya Vartak, were you here before? It's not Quran, it's actually the sealed nectar. So it's Rahiq al Makhtum. Zero, basically. Are you Muslim, Arya? Yes, it's me. Queen. Give me a long word to spell only without getting my hands off the keyboard. Spell onomatopoeia. He's tearing up because he remembers what you said to him. I only asked him if I should put an apple in his mouth for the coyotes. Like, I didn't say anything about him. But yeah, let's continue reading. So, he moreover gave the family of anyone killed the right to consider either of two options, blood money or just retribution. The killer is killed. In one narration, a man from Yemen named Abu Shah stood and said, "Have it written down for me, O Messenger of Allah." So the Prophet said, "Write it for Abu Shah." You know, when you said you could talk in full volume, I was reminded of that cat that was knocking the door. Then the owner was like, "You could come in, you don't have to knock."
That cat died.
No, he was so cute.
One, right?
Yeah, he's so fat. So the helpers feared the Prophet might stay in Mecca. After having delivered his address, the Prophet rode to a small hill, Safa, not far from the Kaaba. Turning his face towards the sacred house, amidst a vast admiring and devotional multitude, he raised his hand in passionate prayer to Allah. Wait, let me look at the chat. No, I'm Hindu. Oh, nice. But what is your outlook on Islam? I'm thinking to buy a Quran book. Oh wow, that's awesome. What got you into that Islamic, studies? Onomatopoeia? Wow, you spelled it right. Good job, Catherine. Catherine do supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. How do you even spell that out, bro? I'm good at this thing. Whoa, any more words? That's crazy. Alright, so the helpers feared the Prophet might stay in Mecca. After having delivered his address, the Prophet rode to a small hill not far from Mecca. Okay, so the citizens of Mecca who had gathered round him were having fear, as Allah has given him victory over his native city. He might choose to stay here. He insisted on an explanation of their fear, and so they spoke openly. He immediately dismissed their fears and assured them that he had lived with them and would die with them. Aww. So this is the citizens of Medina he's talking to, who were very scared that he might die before them. He might choose to stay here. This is the new city in Mecca. So they thought that he would stay in Mecca, but he's like, "Don't worry, I'll stay with you guys in Medina." I'm getting ready. Good night, guys. Okay, bye, Queen. How I learned that iced tea has caffeine is I grabbed iced tea bottle and my dad said you have to go to bed, you can't have caffeine. Oh wow, you learned something new today. Why were you drinking iced tea before you're sleeping though? Your dad seems nice though. So, taking the pledge. Immediately after the Great Conquest, the Meccans came to realize that the only way to success lay in the avenue of Islam. So, they compiled with the new realities and gathered to pledge loyalty to the Prophet. The men came first, pledging full obedience in all areas they can afford. Then came the women to follow the men's example. The Prophet with Umar ibn Khattab anhu receiving the pledge of loyalty and communicating to them for him. Hind bin Utbah, Abu Sufyan's wife, came with a group of women disguised lest the Prophet should recognize and account for her, having chewed the liver of Hamza, anhu, his uncle. So she chewed Prophet's uncle's liver. So she disguised herself so that she could, you know, take the pledge. She was trying to be good now. The Prophet accepted their allegiance on condition that they associate none with Allah, to which they immediately agreed. He added that they should not practice theft. Here Hind complained that her husband Abu Sufyan was tight-fisted. Her husband interrupted granting all his worldly possessions to her. The Prophet laughed and recognized the woman. Why did he? Oh wow! So she requested him to extend his pardon to her and to forgive all her previous sins. Some other conditions were imposed, including the prohibition of adultery, killing an infant, or fabricating falsehood. To all of these orders, Hind replied positively, swearing that she would not have come to take an oath of allegiance if she had the least seed of disobedience to him. On returning home, she broke her idol, admitting her delusions over stone gods. Wow, look at that. Hind became good. Abu Sufyan became good as well. Bye, guys. Okay, bye, doggy. Drea, I'm gonna have to go study now. Okay, have a good time studying, doggy. And thanks for staying for the stream for as long as you have. I really appreciate it. I can't do it that fast. Oh no, Catherine, you're gonna get bored. Everyone's going to sleep. But don't worry, Catherine, I'll be up with you. So Allah's Messenger Sallallahu stayed in Mecca for 19 days. During that period, he taught about Islam and guided people to piety. He ordered Abu Usaid al-Khuzari to fix up the pillars of the sacred area, set missions to all quarters inviting them to adopt Islam, and break down the idols still lying in the surrounding areas of Mecca. And he had all of them broken. He told them, من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فلا يدع في بيته صنما إلا كسره. Whoever believes in Allah and the hereafter should not leave any idol in his house without breaking it. So, Abu Usaid al-Khuzari is a good person. I have heard about Khalid bin Walid. Really? What do you think about him? Dispatching platoons. Shortly after the Great Conquest, the Prophet began to dispatch platoons. Sorry, I felt a sneeze coming. And missions aiming at eliminating the last symbols of pre-Islamic practices. Number 1, he sent Khalid bin al-Walid in Ramadan 8 after Hijrah to a spot called Nakhla, where there was a goddess named Al-Uzza, respected by Quraysh and Kinana tribes. It had custodians from Bani Shayban. Khalid, at the head of 30 horsemen, arrived at the spot and exterminated it. Custodians from Bani Shayban. So Khalid bin Walid and 30 horsemen exterminated it. On his return, the Prophet asked him if he had seen anything there, to which Khalid gave a negative answer. He was told that it had not been destroyed, and he had to go there again and fulfill the task. He went back again, and there he saw a black woman, naked with wild hair. Whoa! Khalid radiallahu anhu struck her with a sword in two parts. Because that was not a human. The Prophet said, like, these are people. I mean, this is something that you had to see. Very weird. So, that was basically the idol. Like, the I don't know what that was. Like, a black woman with crazy hair. But it wasn't an actual human, though. It was just like al-Uzza, like the jinn, basically. So Khalid returned and narrated the story to the Prophet ﷺ, who then confirmed the fulfillment of the task. Later in the same month, Amr bin al-As anhu was sent on a mission to destroy another idol called Suwa, respected by Hudayl. It was used to stand a distance of 3 kilometers from Mecca. Bye guys, thank you very much. Bye doggy. I've heard about Khalid bin Walid. Give me a long word. He was a warrior who never lost any battle. That's true. He was a really good warrior. Here's another word for you, Catherine. Pigmentation. Hyperpigmentation. On a question posed by the doorkeeper, Amr who said that he had been ordered by the Prophet to knock down the idol. The man warned Amr that he would not be able to do it. Amr was surprised to see that someone was still in the wrong, approached the idol and destroyed it. Then he broke the casket. Besides, it found nothing. The man immediately embraced Islam. Wait. So Amr bin al-As came to destroy Suwa, respected by Hudayl. It is to stand distance of 3 kilometers from Mecca. On a question posed by the doorkeeper, Amr said that he had been ordered by the Prophet to knock down the idol. The man warned Amr that he would not be able to do it. Amr was surprised to see someone still in the wrong, approached the idol and destroyed it. They broke the casket besides it, but found nothing. It's a weird story. I'm not really understanding this. So someone was in the wrong, right? And then they destroyed it. In the casket, there was nothing. And that person embraces them. Or the doorkeeper. Interesting. So Sa'ad bin Zayd al-Ashhani anhu was also sent in the same month and on the same mission to al-Mushallal to destroy an idol. Manat respected by both al-Aus and al-Khazraj tribes. So Manat, which is the third idol, so the Khazraj and Aus tribes are crazy. Here also a black woman naked with messy hair appearing with wailing and beating on her chest. Sa'ad who immediately killed her. So this was basically a jinn, right? I wish I could search it up what that was. Destroyed the idol and broke the casket and returned at the conclusion of his mission. Khalid bin al-Walid at the head of 350 horsemen, was a big of helpers against Bani Sulaim, was dispatched once again in the same year 8 after Hijrah to a locality of Bani Jazima Bedouins to invite them to the fold of Islam. He was instructed to carry out his mission with peace and goodwill. There, the people were not articulate enough to communicate their intentions. Khalid who ordered his men to kill them and take the others as captives. He even had in mind to kill the captives, but some of the companions were opposed to his plan. News of bloodshed reached the Prophet. He was deeply grieved and raised his hand towards the heaven, uttering these words, "O Allah, I'm innocent of what Khalid has done," twice. He immediately sent Ali anhu to make every possible reparation to the tribes who had been wronged. After careful inquiry, Ali anhu paid the blood money to all of those who suffered the loss. The remaining portion was also distributed among the members of the tribe in order to alleviate their suffering. Wow, it was a lot of blood money. But Khalid radiallahu anhu, he was really mad. You know, he killed them because they were, you know, they didn't seem like they wanted to do what he intended, but they just weren't articulate enough. Maybe they would have, but due to his unreasonable behavior, he had a dispute with Abdul Rahman bin al-Auf radiallahu anhu. Hearing this, Prophet got angry and ordered Khalid radiallahu anhu to stop the dispute, adding that his companions, meaning Abdul Rahman bin Auf, were too high in rank to be involved in such arguments. So, as much as he was the sword of Islam, like sword of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Khalid bin Walid radiallahu anhu, he still had his tendencies, like to kill and stuff. The Prophet was against that. This is the story of the conquest of Mecca and the decisive battles that exterminated paganism once and for all. Okay, let me look at the chat for a second. I've heard about Khalid. What are you reading? Welcome to the stream, Quandavius Shakarius Jamarius. Reading The Sealed Nectar. It's called, it's the biography of the noble prophet, so I said. Easy hyperpigmentation. I spelled that before. Oh wow, you can do it again? The people who can't pronounce the TH is called the fronting. Catherine, no farting. Suffronting? The fronting? Look at Luca in the back though. He's still looking at Pixie. But yeah, man. Quandavius, I missed his comment when he was talking. I can't read the chat and see what people are saying at the same time. Anyways, let's continue. So, the other tribes in the Arabian Peninsula were waiting and closely watching the final outcome of the bitter struggle between the Muslims and idolaters, already convinced that the holy sanctuary would not fall but in the hands of the righteous party. It had been a conviction deeply established in their minds ever since the elephant army of Abraha and Eshrom advanced from Yemen, intending to destroy the sacred house 60 years before. Because they call it funny. Funny bone. It's not funny when it gets hurt. And I don't know why the funny bone gets hurt so fast and so much all the time. But it's not hurt. It's not funny when it hurts. But why do they call it funny bone? Like, how's it funny? The Treaty of Hudaybiyah was the natural prelude to this great victory in which people believed deeply and over which people talked a lot. The Muslims in Mecca, who feared to declare their faith in public, began to appear and work enthusiastically for this new approach of life. People began to convert into Islam in very large numbers, and the Muslim army that numbered only 3,000 in the previous battles now came to reach 10,000 in number. In fact, this decisive change provided people with the keen insight to perceive things and the world around them as a whole in a different perspective. The Muslims were then to control all of the political and religious affairs in Arabia. They had monopolized both the religious supremacy and worldly power. The whole post-Hudaybiyah phase had been well furnished in favor of the new Islamic movement. Streams of desert Bedouins began to pour in, paying full homage to Allah's Messenger, embracing the new faith, and then carrying it into different quarters for propagation. I missed this time. Runs away. Come back here, Catherine. Telling streamer a bad word, then walking like a freaking spider. Catherine! How could you do that? So, we just not seeing the page number. But this is 476, which is the number I wanted to reach, I guess. No, 479. 480 maybe. Luca is awake now. Hello, Gnarly Star. How's it going? Or not gnarly, Gnarby Star. Dyslexia? You didn't spell that right. It's hard to spell. That's so ironic. I'm gonna stop at 479, but let's get there first. So the third stage. The third and last stage of the life of the Prophet ﷺ embodies the fruitful results of his call to Islam, which were the results of a long period of struggle in the way of Allah, jihad, troubles, struggles, disturbances, trials, and many bloody conflicts and battles which lasted for over 20 years. I'm guessing you're reading Quran? Well, that's a good guess, but it's not a Quran. This is the sealed nectar. So this is the Sirah. Yes, biography of the Prophet. But how do you know what the Quran is? Are you Muslim, Narpi? Please say yes. I love when Muslims are in the chat. So the third and last stage, okay, 20 years. So the conquest of Mecca was considered the most serious advantage achieved by Muslims during those years, for it affected the course of events and consequently altered the Arabs' whole life. The conquest of Mecca. So it was a decisive distinction between pre-conquest and post-conquest periods. I used to be Muslim, but I'm an atheist because religion didn't make any sense for me anymore. That's fine. There's no compulsion in religion. Like, if it doesn't make sense to you, no one could change that. It's only you who decides. I still respect you though. Aw, that's sweet. I wish I had fonts. I think there's some websites where you could get them. So, for it affected the course of events and consequently altered the Arabs' whole life. Where are you from, by the way, Narpi? I use an app. For the tribe of the Quraysh at the time were, in the eyes of Arabs, the defenders and helpers of Arabs. Other Arabs are only their subordinates. The submission of the Quraysh is therefore estimated to be a final elimination of paganism in the Arabian Peninsula. This stage can be divided into two phases. The phase of number 1, struggles and fighting, number 2, the tribes and people's race to embrace Islam. Being so close and rather inseparable, the two phases of this state intervene in such a way that an event of one phase occurs during the progress of the other. However, we have preferred for literary purposes to deal with these two phases distinctively. The fighting phase was given priority in order due to the fact that most of the events were earlier than those in the other category. Okay, that makes sense. So it's going in chronological order of the fighting, then the tribes of people race to embrace Islam. So first is the Battle of Hunain. Germany. By the way, I'll change my name into Folly Dreamer soon after 9 days. Okay, sounds good. But why so specific? What happened? What does Folly Dreamer mean? Hello, I'm Catherine. Wow, I also have 2 cats. Awesome. I have 3 actually, but one of them is not here. But yeah, what are you cats' names? The conquest of Mecca, which came forth as a consequence of a swift blow, astonished both the Arabs and other tribes who realized that they were destined to submit to the new situation as an unalterable fact. So the Arabs and other tribes. Some of the fierce, powerful, proud tribes did not submit and favored resistance. Ahead of these were the branches of the Hawazin and Thaqif, Nasr, Jusham, and Sa'ad bin Bakr, and people of Bani Hilal, all of whom were from Qais Island, thought they were too mighty to admit or surrender to such a victory. So they met Malik bin Auf and Nasri and made up their mind to proceed fighting against the Muslims. A lot of bad guys. So this is the opponent in the Battle of Hunayn. The enemies marched at their encampment at Autas. Folly is a character from Regretivator. Huh. Is that a video game? I watch Jewarious Dreams. Aw. I have to add Dreamer though, because only Folly wouldn't work as my allies. If you know, you know. I don't know. Can you explain that? Only Folly works for me. By the way, my cats are Simba and Nowhere. Nowhere is a France name. It means black. Wow, my brother is so creative. It reminds me of the reindeer from Undertale. Was it Undertale? Yeah, I think it was Undertale. Her name is Nowhere. Oh no, actually not Undertale. It was from Deltarune. Nowhere. Yeah, that was definitely from Deltarune. I don't know if you played that game. Do you know Deltarune? My brother came up with the name. Aw. Is he Muslim still, or is it just you who's not Muslim? Dang, this font works. Yeah, it does. Regretivator is a Roblox elevator game, and Folly is an NPC that can enter the elevator, but also hostile. And it Flanders. Oh no, Pixie, you're gonna fall. So my cats are Pixie, that's Pixie, and then that's Luca right there. So it's a Roblox game, I see. I'm the only atheist in my family. Nobody knows because they're kind of strict. Oh yeah, that makes sense. When Malik bin Auf, the general leader, decided to march and fight the Muslims, he made his countrymen take their wealth, women and children with them to Autas, which is valley in the lands of Hawazin near Hunayn. It is adjacent to Dhul Majaz, which is around 10 miles from Mecca, in the Arafat direction. So the war veterans disputed the leader's judgment. As soon as they camped in Autas, the people crowded around Malik. The old saint Duraid bin al-Simma, who was well known as a war-experienced man and who was among those who gathered around Malik, asked, "What valley are we in?" In Autas, they said, "What a good course it is for horses. It is neither a sharp pointed height nor a plain of loose soil. What? Why do I hear camels growling, the donkeys bring the children's cries, and the sheep bleating?" asked Duraid. They said Malik bin Auf made people bring their women, properties, and children with them. So he called Malik and asked him what made him do such a thing. Malik said that his aim was to have everybody's family property around them so that they fight fiercely to protect them. "I swear by Allah that you are nothing but a shepherd," answered Duraid. "Do you believe that there's anything whatsoever that can stand in the way or defeat of a defeated one or stop him from fleeing? If you win the battle, you availed nothing but a man with a sword and a spear, but if you lose, you will bring disgrace on your people and property." Then he resumed his talk and went on wondering about some families and their leaders. O Malik, thrusting the distinguished people of Hawazin into the battlefield will avail you nothing. Raise them up to where they can be safe. They make the young people mount their horses and fight. If you win, those whom you put behind will follow you, but if you lose, it would be a loss of a battle. Of your kinsmen, people, and properties would not be lost. But Manik, the general leader, refused the suggestion. Is the font working? Following will only come into the elevator if you complete her floor, and if you fail, then I don't think she'll come. Nope. Catherine, I use facing with the keyboard. Yeah, tell me more about yourself. How old are you, Narfi? How's it like in Germany? Is it snowing? I don't like to reveal my age, sorry. It's okay, I don't like to either. I don't know why I ask. Trusting the distinguished people of Hawazin, if the battlefield will avail you nothing, raise them up to where they can be safe, then make the young people mount their horses and fight. If you win, those whom you put behind will follow you. But if you lose, it would be a loss of a battle, and your kinsmen, peoples, and properties will not be lost. So he said, like, just let the the, the people that you don't care about go to the battle. But then Hawazin, or what's his name, Manik, was not happy about that. By Allah, he said, I will not do such a thing. You must have grown senile. Hawazin have to obey me, or else I'll lean my body against the sword so that it penetrates through my back. he's, he's saying that he'll kill himself, but like, that's such a tantrum type of thing to say. He rejected any sort of contribution of Duraid's in that concern. We obey you, said his people. Duraid consequently said, Today is a day that I have not missed, but surely I will not be tempted to witness. So he's like, I'm alive for this day, but I wish I weren't. Spies of the enemy. The spies that Malik has already dispatched his spy on the Muslim forces return with their limbs cut off. Woe unto you, what happened to you, said Malik. They said, We have seen distinguished people on spotted horsebacks. We could not do anything for what you see happened to us. Spies of Allah's Messenger, news about the enemy's march was conveyed to Allah's Messenger, so he sent out Abu Hadrad al-Aslami, who orders to mix with people and stay with them so that he would be able to know the news and to convey it to Allah's Messenger. When he returned, that is exactly what he managed to do. Allah's Messenger leaves for Hunayn on Saturday, the 19th of Shawwal, 19 days after Allah's Messenger entered Mecca. He left accompanied by 12,000 Muslims. What? That's the most number I've seen. 10,000 of those who had previously shared the Meccan conquest. A great number of the other 2,000 who were Meccans had recently embraced Islam. He borrowed, that's like all of the Muslims, basically. He borrowed 100 suits of armor with the equipment from Safwan bin Umayyah. He appointed Hatta bin Asir anhu as a governor over Mecca. I did reveal my age once, but got harassed for it. What? I can't tell if that's too high or too low of an age. By the way, no, it sadly isn't snowing in Germany, but it's pretty chill here. Fun fact of science, as an atheist, is you know that humans came from monkeys? It's like a Pokemon evolution. Is it really a fact though? I think it's a theory. Theories are not facts. Not to be rude, by the way, I think religions are cool. Yeah, it's not rude, it's just like, no one, well, I don't want to be rude either, but it's like kind of unsolicited. So, I've climbed up so-and-so mountains and came across Hawazin with their riding camels. together there. Allah's Messenger smiled and said, "They will all be Muslim spoils tomorrow, if Allah wills." That night, Anas bin Abi Murthad al-Ghanawi radiallahu anhu volunteered to guard. So basically, Hawazin was like the people that were in Hunayn, like they were gonna fight, but the Prophet was looking at them. He's like, okay, he's happy because we're gonna conquer them now. So I guess it's kind of addicting, when you keep winning. It's like, all right, let's win this people too. On their way to Hunayn, they saw a great green nabk plant that was called That Anwat. That was because the Arabs used to visit it, hang their weapons on it, and slay beasts under it. So some of the army members asked Allah's Messenger to make them a nabk as the ones that they had. He said, Allah is the greatest of all. I swear by one in whose hand Muhammad's soul, that they have just said what the people of Moses said to him. They said, make us a god as the ones they have. Surely you are ignorant people. These are the traditions, and you will follow the tradition of those who preceded you. Seeing how great in number the army was, some of them said, we shall not be defeated. Their statement sounded hard upon Allah's Messenger. So they're like the Israelites. So I'll read 2 more pages, then we're gonna call it a night. What are we talking about? I'm messing with fonts. Give me a word to spell. I'm bored with my eyes closed. You're so patient, Catherine. I'm so glad that you're a viewer of mine. We're talking about the Hunayn battle between what was it? Hawazin tribes. So the archers and the attackers stunned the Muslims. On Wednesday night, the 10th of Shawwal, the Muslim army arrived at Hunayn. Malik bin Auf, who had previously entered the valley by night, gave orders to his army to hide inside the valley and lie in wait on the roads. So he's a bad guy, right? Entrances and narrow hiding places for the Muslims. He ordered his men to hurl stones at Muslims whenever they caught sight of them, and then to make a one-man attack against them. At early dawn, Allah's Messenger started mobilizing his army and distributing posts and flags to people. In the dark, and just before dawn, the Muslims moved towards Hunayn Valley. They started descending into the unaware of the presence of an enemy waiting for them inside the valley. So at the moment they were camping, arrows began showering upon them, and the enemy battalion started a fierce attack against the Muslims, who had to retreat in disorder and utter confusion. It was such a shattering defeat that Abu Sufyan bin Harb, who has recently embraced Islam, said that their retreat would not stop till they go to the Red Sea. He's like, you guys are not gonna stop retreating. Jabalat or Gelda bin al-Junayn commented on that by saying, surely the magic has grown inactive today. Inactive today? I don't know what that means. I think he's saying like the magic of the Muslims. Gelda. Fun fact about me, I like to make plushies with felt stuffing and a little bit of sewing. Awesome. I thought you were gonna say crocheting because that's pretty popular. Give me words to spell with my eyes closed. Okay. Spell yellow. Actually, that's too easy. Spell... I don't even know words, to be honest. Spell popcorn ceiling. Okay, so Allah's Messenger turned to the right and said, come on, people. I'm the Messenger of Allah. I'm Muhammad, the son of Abdullah. Those who stood fast by him were only a few emigrants and some of his kinsmen. The matchless bravery of the Prophet was then brought to light. He went on and on in his attempts to make his mule steadfast in the face of the disbelievers while saying loudly, أنا النبي لا كذب أنا ابن Abdul Muttalib. Truly saying, I'm the Prophet, I'm the grandson of Abdul Muttalib. However, Abu Sufyan radiallahu anhu, who was holding the reins of the Prophet's mule, and Abbas radiallahu anhu, who was holding its stirrup, were trying hard to make it halt. Allah's Messenger Hassan dismounted and asked his Lord to render help. They stopped him from going, because he knew that he probably would die. Allahumma anzil nasrak. Allah, send down your help. The Muslims returned to the battlefield and fighting intensifies. Allah's Messenger ordered his uncle Abbas anhu, who was a loud-voiced man, to call out to the followers as loudly as he could, and Abbas anhu shouted, "Where are the lancers? By Allah!" And Abbas anhu said, "Upon hearing my voice calling them back, they turned around the battlefield as if they had been wild cows tending towards their calves." Oh, they came back really fast. So here we are at your service. Here we are. They said, Labaik Allahumma labaik. They said they were trying to stop their camels and turn them around towards the battle. He, who was unable to force his camel to turn back, would take his armor, fling it around his neck, and hastily dismount his camel with his weapons in hand, letting his camel move freely and run. Voices would grow louder and louder till 100 of them gathered round the Prophet and resumed the fight. Those who were called next were Al-Ansar, the helpers, O folks of Al-Ansar, O folks of Al-Ansar. The last group of people to be called were Bani al-Harith and bin al-Khazraj. Muslim battalions poured successively into the battlefield in the same manner that they had left it. The stamina of both parties were superb. Both of them stood fast and fought fiercely. Allah's Messenger was eagerly watching the battle. He said, Alana Hamiyal Waltis. Now the fight has grown fierce. Picking up a handful of earth, he hurled it at their faces while saying, Shahatil wujuh. May your face be shameful. Their eyes were thick with dust, and the enemy began to retreat in utter confusion. Alright, well, let's stop here, because I 10 pages already. Also bookmark. But that's a very interesting story so far. The Hunayn battle. The Muslims were losing at first. But now, they get stronger. Today's Sunday, huh? Today's Monday. That's weird. $5.84. So February 12th is when we're expected to finish this. Let me look at the chat. Popcorn ceiling. I don't know what you said. Ceiling like the roof. You know, the ceiling. Flooring, ceiling. This gives me cozy vibes. Well, I'm glad you like it, Narpi. What will I do studying? You should study whatever you need to. And welcome to the stream, Yes Shadowed. 3:24, aren't you sleepy? Yeah, I am. But welcome back to the stream, Let Me Help You. I don't know what to do. I've just been studying and doing homework and all that. Nothing happens with studying. The whole YouTube is filled with nerds. That part is true, but it's important that you study just so that you're doing something productive, right? I'm also just socializing with people online. So it motivates you to study as well. And if you want to talk about your day, you can. I'll do. I usually multitask. Like, I listen to the viewers and also study. So I don't know why, but I love mean characters like Folly, Narpy, Pest, 1 times 4, etc. They're mean? How they mean? Dang, my eyelashes are so long without mascara. You're so fortunate, Catherine. That's natural beauty. Joy, I hope you don't ruin your sleep schedule. Thanks. Let me know, mate. Um, yeah. I should definitely fix it though. Welcome back, doggy. How's it going? What are you doing? Go school tomorrow, yay. Really? What for? Oh, like, how there's no school? Or do you mean today? What is tomorrow?
Today.
Oh, today. Well, yeah, it's online, so. Welcome to the stream, Piano XR. How's it going? Studying is not my type of thing. Yeah, I could tell. But since I'm done studying, we could just tell me about your day. We could, instead of studying, we could just talk. So, Folly likes to mess with dreams and make you have nightmares. Narpy once experimented on a human pest steals. Yeah, those are bad. But what draws you to them? Give me a word to spell with my eyes closed. Spell Juaria. It's a killer? Dang, exactly 12 a.m. today is tomorrow. Yeah, I do piano covers and art. Oh my gosh, really? You should. Can I suggest a piano cover that you should do? Do a piano cover of. Uh, what is it called? What is that Parasite thing called? Next to You by Parasite. Catherine spelled Julia. And Folly once killed someone, by the way. Pixie don't want to be on camera. Do you have any more sweet potato? Yeah, we do. It's in a container. It's all mashed up. It has all the skins too, Julia. See, that was the first thing you didn't get right. It's pretty hard. I can't spell Julia. Mm-hmm. Julia? Wow, you got it in the second try. Awesome. Should I end the stream, guys? Or should I continue? You channel name? Yeah. It's pretty hard, even for my teachers and everyone. So embarrassing, honestly. Oh, the only two things that I had in mind was to study the sealed nectar and then also study whatever I could of the last percentages that I had for my homework. I could always get that charger though and then do the homework on paper. Maybe I'll do that. You need good sleep, Julia. I should sleep now? Okay, fine. You're right, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for staying on the stream. It's so addicting though. I want to continue studying. Because I don't think I'll get this chance later. Like, it's so quiet right now. No one's here to bother me. I don't have to give anybody time. Good morning to you too, doggy. By the way, Pest is the regretivator, and I'm not joking. He can actually steal your coins. Whoa. Okay, bye. You are so sweet. Thank you, Piano XR. I hope you do that next to you cover. I'll check it out on YouTube. If you do it. I'll check it out on the stream. But anyways, it's 4:59 p.m. Sally, welcome back to the stream. But yeah, I'm ending the stream right now. I hope to see you in the future ones. Bye bye.